So one of the key aspects of self-improvement you have to keep in mind is that you need a reason why you're trying so hard to improve, because it's really, really fucking difficult to change yourself. Like, even when you really want to, it's really hard to change yourself. It's really fucking hard to wake up at 5, 6 a.m., even 4:30 a.m. like some motherfuckers are doing. It's really hard to go to the gym. It's really hard to, stick to a diet, especially in the beginning. Over time, these things can get a bit easier, and then you start to build momentum, and then, okay, it's not that hard to go to the gym. Like, you eventually like doing it. But yeah, it's hard to, really dedicate yourself to these self-improvement habits because they're naturally difficult. They're naturally uncomfortable. You feel weird, and there are definitely going to be periods of time where, you really don't want to do these, where you don't want to hop in the shower, where you don't want to go to the gym, where you don't want to do that work, where you don't want to eat clean, where all you want to do is eat McDonald's, drink alcohol, smoke weed, and fucking, just be lazy, just do whatever. There are going to be these times where it's really hard, and in these times it is essential to have that reason of why am I trying so hard, why am I doing this? And it has to be something bigger than yourself. It has to be something that really just convinces you that, okay, life cannot stay the same, either because you have one really shitty result that you're like, okay, I need to get the fuck away from this because living like this is fucking ruining my life, or because you have this really big goal that you're trying to achieve, like, oh shit, I have to, win this competition, or I have to make this thing, or I have to do this piece of art. I basically have to really accomplish this goal, like, winning this race or passing this test. Like, you really have to have this high result that you're trying to go after that demands this level of greater work, of investment, all this hard work from you. And usually it's best if you have both something you're trying to run away from, just in terms of, okay, my current situation is fucking ass, I need to escape it as much as possible, as quickly as possible. But also because you need to have that, but you also have to have this result that you're going after. Like, okay, this is my ideal life, this is my ideal scenario. So you have to both have the nightmare scenario that you're running away from, that you're trying to get away from as soon as possible, but you also have to have the dream scenario of, okay, this is what I want, this is going to make me feel better, feel happier. Yeah, you need it, or you don't necessarily need both, but it definitely helps, because again, changing yourself is fucking hard. All this stuff is fucking hard. Self-improvement is fucking hard. Even if, like, there are so many people who every day say, oh, I want to get into the gym, or oh, I want to get into eating healthy. And for them, just imagine for you, someone who wants to have, this 10 out of 10 physique, someone who wants to look really good, someone who really cares about the gym. Even for you, it's fucking hard to go sometimes. Even for you, you don't want to go. Even for you, sometimes you skip workouts, sometimes you eat the cheat meal, sometimes you drink the alcohol, you don't do cardio, you don't do abs, whatever. Even for you, someone who has this burning passion of, I need to change this thing, or I want this result, even for you, it's hard. So just imagine for someone who has a passing interest in working out or getting fit or achieving any kind of result, like becoming a musician, becoming an artist, things like that. If it's so hard for you who desperately wants it, imagine how hard it is for someone who just has a passing interest in it. That's why you need the why, you need the factors to constantly remind yourself. It's good if you have this like on your phone or up on your wall or something you can look at every single day to kind of remind you, okay, this is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm trying so fucking hard, because you need that constant reminder. You need the thing that's gonna push you when you don't want to be pushed. That thing, that's gonna make you say, okay, things cannot stay the same. This is why I'm trying so fucking hard. I'm not just doing it just to do it. I'm doing it because I have to escape this shitty situation, and I have to achieve this good situation. So you just have to remember your why. Why are you on self-improvement? Feel free to leave a comment down below explaining this is why you're on self-improvement. For me personally, it's like different. A lot of different factors. First of all, I don't know, I've always kind of been insecure about the way my body looks. So, the gym is the way that I'm training to, hopefully one day have a physique I can be really proud of and, look myself in the mirror and think, oh shit, I look really good. I definitely have made progress, but I'm still a long ways away from getting to that point. Another reason why I'm on self-improvement is because I don't feel, fulfilled just living life day by day. I definitely need, I get kind of bored when I'm just spending, obviously enjoy spending time with my friends and loved ones, but if I'm not working towards something bigger, like this bigger goal or this bigger task, then I tend to get really bored, or it just feels like I'm not really progressing towards anything, which for me just leaves me feeling, kind of empty and, like I'm not progressing. And I really value that feeling of like progression, feeling like I'm improving. So I definitely always need, goals to work towards, or else I end up just getting bored and then feeling listless, and then every day ends up feeling the same, where I'm just hanging out with my friends, doing the same shit over and over and over again, not feeling like I'm getting, feeling like I'm not doing anything, not moving forward in any way, just doing the same things endlessly and endlessly. That just tends to get really boring for me, so I need something to work towards. Third is that I don't really feel satisfied with, both. I don't feel satisfied with my relationships with a lot of other people. They tend to feel very, a lot of my interactions with other people tend to feel very unfulfilling, kind of boring. I find myself like not really enjoying conversations with a lot of people. And while I, could just be like, okay, like, I guess everybody else around me is just like fucking boring or uninteresting, I think, the fact that I've had this with so many people throughout my life is just kind of a sign of like, okay, maybe you're the problem. Maybe you need to approach your interactions with other people in a different way. Like it's likely something up to me that I have to change in order to have more fulfilling, deep relationships with other people. So that's another reason why I'm on self-improvement, in order to get the, in order to improve those relationships. And, I mean, if you don't, those are just some of the reasons why, but, life really has a habit, at least for me, of reminding me why I'm on self-improvement, especially when I'm slacking on it. Like something will always happen. So, without fail, whenever I think, oh shit, like I don't have to try that hard, something always happens to remind me like, no, you are not satisfied with what you are. And it tends to be very like this very painful situation tends to happen, and it just serves as like a constant reminder of like, no, you got to get on your shit, man. Life will remind you of a lesson until you learn it. That shit is so true. Life, God, I personally believe in a God, but life, the universe, whatever it is, humanity, if you don't believe in anything like greater, they will always remind you that, they will always remind you of a lesson until you learn it. And when you're on self-improvement, until you finally internalize why am I doing this, why do I have to try so hard, you'll keep being put in this situation where you feel unsatisfied, where you feel depressed, where you feel unhappy. And that's life's way of telling you like, okay, you need to change, you need to be on self-improvement. So it definitely helps to be able to recognize that reason of like, what is it about my current life that I'm unsatisfied with that I need to change, and what is it about my dream life that I really need to start working towards. In addition to, all the other things, looking at your goals every single day, having a support system of people who, are holding you accountable to your goals, just constantly like listening to people who are succeeding in the field you want, just trying to gain knowledge from them. Like it's so hard to, self-improve and change your life, even if you want to, that you need literally everything you can get. So yeah, one of the most important aspects of that is definitely your why. Why are you doing this? What do you need to run away from? What do you need to run towards? Just having that constantly in your mind, finding a way to constantly remind yourself of it. Give it a shot and, see how it goes. But I really trust that, you'll see that, it is a bit easier for you to stick to your goals when you have that constant reminder of, okay, this is why I'm doing this. I'm not just working out 6 times a week and going to do all this cardio and ab workout just because, you know, I want to. But it's also because, no, I know what it's like to feel insecure about my body, and I never want to feel that way again, or at least minimize that feeling as much as possible. So I'm gonna do everything in my power to avoid that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Again, comment down below why you guys feel like you are on self-improvement, you know, and then you can come back to this video as, you know, just constant reminder of like, okay, this is why I'm doing this is why I'm doing this. So yeah, I hope this has been helpful, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next video. Peace.